You talked about your man cleaning your house or arranging your bed.
Okay. So let's apply wisdom here. So we already know that there are things that comes easy for men.
Yeah.
And then there are things that comes easy for women.
Welcome to Beyond Butterflies. This is that podcast that talks about love in all its messy, magical, and meaningful ways. I am Samuel Abiodun, and together we're going to be diving deeper beyond surface level sparks and those fleeting butterflies. Here we're going to be uncovering the real love stories, what it takes to build them, to sustain them, and of course, what it takes to jettison them when the time arises. From first loves to heartbreaks, soulmates to self-love, this is your space to connect, reflect, and redefine what love really means to you. So whether you're swooning or struggling, or you're somewhere in between, let's go beyond the butterflies and discuss love in its truest or rawest forms. Shall we begin? Welcome. We have a beautiful guest today. I have intentionally not met her, so we're going to be meeting her together right now. Our beautiful guest for today, please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Divive. What else would you like to know?
Is there anything you have done or something you're doing or something you would like to do that you want us to know?
Oh, okay. So I am a virtual assistant and I'm a singer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I could almost tell that from your voice.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Okay, let's dive into it.
Right.
We want to know a few things about you, but let me ask in the context of love, since that is the focus for this conversation. And
right.
Of course, Valentine's is coming, so it's a good time to
right.
talk about it.
All right.
Yeah, so what is love? All right, so we want to know a few things about you. And
okay.
Let's start with the concept of love, since, this is Valentine's period. So
right.
What is love to you? Are there things, simple things that someone can do that will make you feel loved?
Okay, so for me, love is simply expressing how you feel about someone, okay. How much you care about the person, how much you're willing to, how much of care you're willing to give to the person. So that's basically love for me. And what's your next question?
Tell me something that is simple that someone can do that will make you feel loved.
Simply care. Honestly, I'm not so much of...
Give me context, like in a gift. If it was a gift.
Okay.
Don't worry, your man is not looking. He's not watching.
Okay, so as simple as getting me something to eat. I like food. Good. Good food. So there's that. And then simple gifts, Actually, I would even gravitate towards acts of service.
More than gifts.
So that I would look out for that first, because of my line of work and I'm into a lot of things. So if someone is willing to make life easy for me, oh my God, that's just
an act of service.
Honestly.
So is it safe to say that is your love language? People say there are 5 love languages. People interpret love in different ways. So is that your own love language, act of service?
I don't believe in having one,
okay.
love language. I believe everyone actually, likes the whole 5. It's
really?
just that some would come before the other. For instance,
priority.
my first go-to would be acts of service. In fact, that would tick my fancy immediately. Acts of service.
So like buying it's still gifts that is coming to my mind, like the person maybe making a booking for you, or
things
buying
like I do
data
like
for
gifts.
your work, since you do a lot of virtual.
I'm a woman.
work.
I do like gifts. So
okay, but that is still sounding like gifts to me. So what would act of service be in your context? Maybe helping you do some of your work.
Yes.
Picking up your laundry.
Or helping me clean my house, honestly. Or helping me cook, or something.
So if your man was cleaning your house, for example, for you, how would that make you feel? Very good.
Well, I know that it's not an everyday thing.
Okay.
Let me just make that clear. It's not an everyday thing.
Yeah.
So it's just something that he could clearly see that I'm so busy.
It was a need to make you happy.
Like, babe, let me help you, lay the bed, let me help you do this, let me help you clean the kitchen. I would so love it.
I think that is very instructive, and this is you being very thoughtful or demanding that your man should be very thoughtful. So
yeah.
I'm guessing that many people may actually feel this way as well. Mm-hmm. Ladies particularly may really want someone to do something thoughtful, nice, sweet to them. So love can be easy. I think that's the point, because you've not said anything difficult.
Love is
so
pretty
far.
simple, honestly.
Wow.
You see someone, you like the person is, consistent in his actions, and you're doing the same thing, it's not one-sided.
Yeah.
You see the person, you like the person likes you back.
Yeah.
I think that's just good enough.
Rank the others for me. So rank the other love languages for me. There's words of affirmation, there's physical touch.
Okay, so acts of service would actually
come first. Yeah.
Second would be
gifts.
Yeah, gifts. Probably gifts. But,
quality time.
Yes, quality time too. So, okay, I think quality time would come after
acts of service.
Would come before gifts.
Okay.
So, acts of service, quality time, gifts, then
words of affirmation,
physical touch.
Interesting. Okay, I'm not sure I've ever met anyone that had that lined up, but this is very intriguing knowing you. Yeah. So let me ask about previous experiences that you've had.
Okay.
What would you regard as your most delightful love experience? I'm going to try not to ask you about your worst.
Okay.
Or any particular instance that you remember that made you feel, oh, wow, I really, really felt love at this point in time.
Okay, so there was one that happened recently, very recent.
Oh, great.
We had an event, and there was someone special that I really needed
to
be there, to come. And then we had plans, but all of a sudden, plans changed, and he was, acting different. And I'm like, why? Aren't you coming anymore?
Yeah.
Lo and behold, he was actually around all well. And then he used a friend of mine to surprise me, and I saw him out. It was really, really nice.
You like surprises?
I don't know. I'm indifferent, honestly. I like to know what's going to happen. So I'm not really big.
But once in a while, if a surprise comes and it's
safe.
and it's safe.
Yes.
Interesting. So this is you combining surprise with acts of service, because this was someone showing up for you at a time when you really needed it.
Exactly.
Nice one. Okay. Let's dive into something else.
Okay.
So do you think, because you made reference to your man doing some things for you that are like acts of service, so do you feel like gender roles should be scrapped? Like there's nothing that is a man's duty, there's nothing that's a woman's duty. Anyone can do anything for anyone in a relationship as far as it matters to the other person. Is that how you think?
What exactly are you asking me?
Gender roles. Yes. Do you think this task or these roles are for men and then these ones are for women? You talked about your man cleaning your house or arranging your bed.
Okay. So let's apply wisdom here. So we already know that there are things that comes easy for men.
Yeah.
And then there are things that comes easy for women.
I think so.
For instance, and then let me use myself as an example.
Yeah.
For instance, I like cooking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a number of ladies that do not like cooking
at all. Yeah.
Do you understand? There are a number of ladies that do not like it, and it shouldn't make them feel any less of being women. Okay. So there's that. I like cooking, and then
this is your challenging tradition.
Yeah, I like cooking, and it's a way I show love to people. Even my female friends come around, I do not let them enter the kitchen. I do
cook for them.
The cooking. So when you now have,
please don't forget to give me your address.
So when you now have a man that likes to eat, and then I cook. So it's not, I don't think of it as a
man that likes to eat.
Yeah. I don't think of it as gender roles per se.
Yeah.
I think of it as, me doing something for the person. Now, if the person chooses to assist me, babe, I see you're doing so much at the moment. Okay,
let me do this for you as well.
Let me do this. Or even if he doesn't know how to cook, let's not cook. Let's go get something to eat together. So I wouldn't categorically say that
the
gender roles. I just feel like there are things that come easy. For instance, you don't expect me personally. I will not. Even if I know how to, so long as there's a man or carrying heavy things, I would rather.
So you think gender roles should remain?
It should remain.
One of the things I'm hearing from what you're saying, the same way you like to be loved is the same way you like to love.
Do you get?
You also like to offer acts of service to people.
Yeah.
Nice. So let me go back to what you said. So your ranking of the different love languages. The number 5 was physical touch.
Yes.
So do you feel like relationships can thrive without physical intimacy?
You're trying to set me up.
I'm sorry, but I have to.
Okay.
Don't worry, we've already established that your man is not watching.
Okay, so you can't wait, hold on. You cannot scrap physical touch out of the whole thing. Now, physical touch in sense of
it doesn't have to be sexual.
Hands. Exactly, it doesn't have to. So, and for me, I'm actually all big on, physical touch.
Okay.
The fact that it comes last doesn't mean I do not, do you get?
Yeah.
So holding hands, hugging, that's all, basically. So people can actually thrive on that if they choose to.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask this way. Let me ask this.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you as a person. I'm not saying... So my question is about people being attracted to or loving more than one person. I'm not asking if you currently love more than one person, or if you have done it before, or if you ever do it. But do you think it's possible? Do you think it's possible for someone to be in a relationship with more than one person and actually love them and be committed to them?
Okay.
We've already established that it's not you. So I'm not setting you up.
I don't believe you can love more than one person at a time. And that's because love comes with commitment. If you truly love someone, you have to be committed in your acts, in your conduct. You cannot be putting one leg in, one leg out. I don't believe that you can actually love more than one person, especially when we are talking about intimate relationships. Let me break it down now. I love my family members.
Yeah.
I can boldly say equally. I love my friends, boldly say equally. Okay. But when it comes to having a romantic relationship, I don't think it's possible to do that with
what if there are more than one people that need that from you and you have the time to give it to them? You may not. So what if it's not costing you money? It's just time, and you actually have the time. Maybe your work permits you.
Yeah, but
you work remotely. You work from home.
Yeah, but love is time.
Yeah,
giving time.
If the other person has a busier schedule, so you're with one person, but they work in 9 to 5. They probably will come home maybe like 6, 7, 8, and then you are working from home. You have the laxitude to have someone else sit with you while you're working. He's doing the act of service. He's laying your bed. The other person is at work. It's not really affecting anyone.
Well, and
both of them feel loved by you.
I will still stand on my own opinion that really, honestly, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know how to give my commitment to
more than one person.
So it's just personal preference.
Okay. Well, I don't necessarily think it's right or wrong. I'm just trying to find out, because we've had conversations with different people.
Yeah.
Some people feel like you can never love more than one person at a time. Some other people feel like you may have the capacity for more. There are people, okay, let me not mention traditional rulers that have that inherent capacity and authority to do it.
But how do you know?
By virtue of what we see in the news.
It's, a lot of these things, it's what they show you, but you really can't tell, Or are you trying to say that you have actually loved? No.
I'm talking about people that are currently doing it, like people in the news. For example, I said traditional rulers, right? So you can see an Oni, for example, having multiple wives, and each person is feeling comfortable. Each person is feeling loved.
But
so doesn't that already mean that it is possible? There are also some traditions in which there's polyamory. One woman having multiple husbands, right? And none of the husbands feels less of themselves. So doesn't that mean that I feel like it's basically society.
Yeah.
Maybe because of balance, or because we're trying to not let one person be hanging when 2 people or 3 people are getting married to the same person. I feel like society may simply have tried to create that as a balance, not necessarily because human beings do not have the inherent capacity to love more than one.
Okay.
You don't agree?
I still don't agree.
Why?
Because, like I said, this is what people have. This is what people show you.
Yeah.
You really can't be in their shoes. A lot of people that are in that kind of arrangement don't particularly get the real commitment.
The full love. But even people that are in one-on-one relationships don't have full one-on-one, don't have full commitment.
Before we digress, I feel we are digressing a bit. So I would just say that it's a lot. It has to do, a lot with psychology and what people and personal preference.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm still standing on my own opinion that it's not possible.
What about open relationships? So we're not necessarily fully committed. We're just all friends.
Exactly. That's not commitment. And I don't consider that as real love.
I have one wife, and I'm not trying to marry another one. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that
I get your point.
There may be ways. There may be ways that society can balance these things better or differently. Yeah. I feel like some things that we do or some things that we have accepted may simply be because we have been told to follow that pathway. And we are just not appraising it differently. I don't know. I'm not planning to do it. I'm just saying.
I get your point, though.
Thank you so much. It's been so insightful listening to you today. And I was right. It's very beautiful, both in thought, in voice, and also in your composure. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's been delightful listening to you, Divine.
Thank you.
Thank you once again, Divine.
Thank you so much.
So on behalf of Aridoshola Shegun Emmanuel Media and Film Production, we have this as a token of appreciation to you for coming on our show today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this.
Thank you. Cheers.